What separates the good from the great in the world of football? Is it the precision of each shot, the mastery of movement on the pitch, or maybe it's the sheer audacity to score when the odds seem stacked against you? Well, whatever criteria you use, one name that consistently emerges at the top is Brazil's Romario. This is a man who defied convention, a player who danced through defenders with finesse, leaving jaws dropped and goals scored. But here's the kicker. While most players were resting after grueling matches, Romario was often found partying into the night. Yet despite his nocturnal escapades, he managed to outshine many of his counterparts on the field, scoring goals with a flair that was simply unmatched. Join us on a journey through the extraordinary career of Romario, the player who lived by his own rules and still managed to etch his name in football history. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on more fascinating stories from the world of sports. Born in 1966, Romario's journey began in the vibrant streets of Jacarezinho, Rio de Janeiro's bustling favela. Despite humble beginnings, this football phenom had big dreams from the get-go. At the tender age of 13, Romario joined his boyhood club, Olaria, where his undeniable talent quickly caught the eye. Despite being pint-sized, his lightning speed and nimble footwork made him a force to be reckoned with on the pitch. But his road to success wasn't without its hurdles. Rejection struck when Vasco da Gama deemed him too small for the big leagues. Yet Romario didn't let setbacks dim his ambition. Instead, he used them as fuel to ignite his passion even further. And boy, did he shine! From the concrete jungles of Brazil to the hallowed grounds of Europe, Romario's journey took him to PSV Eindhoven and later to FC Barcelona, where he became a key player in Johan Cruyff's legendary Dream Team. With his lightning speed and trademark toe poke finish, Romario became a nightmare for defenders. His ability to find the back of the net was unmatched, earning him accolades and adoration from fans around the globe. Just take a look at these jaw-dropping stats. With 784 goals in 1,002 official games, Romario sits among the footballing elite as one of the highest goal scorers of all time. And let's not forget his incredible record with the Brazil national team, where he netted 55 goals in 70 appearances. Romario wasn't your typical football superstar. While modern players like Cristiano Ronaldo dedicate themselves to strict diet and intense training, Romario had a different approach. He believed in living life in the fast lane, soaking up the vibrant energy of Rio de Janeiro's nightlife. Picture this. While his peers were sweating it out in the gym, Romario was enjoying beach volleyball under the Brazilian sun. And you know what? His coaches let him do it because he was just that good. But it wasn't just volleyball that captured Romario's heart. Oh no, this man was a true party animal. From dusk till dawn, he'd be tearing up the dance floor, surrounded by friends and admirers. Carlos Alberto Parreira, Romario's coach during the 1995 World Cup, once excused him from a training camp so he could play volleyball on the beach. And you know what happened next? Romario went on to win the Golden Ball as Brazil lifted the World Cup. But Romario's party lifestyle wasn't without its controversies. While he was busy tearing up the dance floor, his strike partner, Bebeto, was leading a more disciplined life. Their differences in personality often clashed, but it never affected Romario's performance on the pitch. Even at Barcelona, where the pressure was intense, Romario refused to conform. Manager Johan Cruyff once revealed that Romario scored goals just so he could jet off to Brazil for the carnival. And you know what? He delivered, scoring a hat trick against Real Madrid before catching his flight. Now, some might call Romario's lifestyle reckless, but you can't argue with results. Unofficially, he netted over 1,000 goals in his career, cementing his place as one of the greatest strikers of all time. So what do you think about Romario's legendary party lifestyle? Could you imagine a modern-day player pulling off the same feat? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, we've all heard the rumors about Romario's wild nights out, but here's the kicker. He never let it affect his game. While most players were hitting the sack early, Romario was hitting the town. But when it came to game day, he was ready to deliver. How did he manage this balancing act? Well, let me break it down for you. First off, let's talk about his training regimen. Despite burning the midnight oil, Romario was committed to his craft. He had a natural talent, sure, but he also could put in the work. He never skipped training sessions, folks. Never. Even when he was out late, he made sure to show up and give it his all on the pitch. Some clubs even made special arrangements for him to train in the afternoons because, let's face it, waking up early wasn't his thing. And you know what? It worked. Romario was in peak physical condition, ready to tear up the opposition no matter how late he'd been out the night before. But here's the thing, folks. Romario's success wasn't just about his physical prowess, it was about mindset. He had this incredible ability to switch gears on game day. I mean, check this out. There was this one time he decided not to play in a game for Fluminense. Instead of prepping with the team, he spent the day chilling on the beach. Sounds crazy, right? But then, out of the blue, he changed his mind and showed up at the stadium just in time for kickoff. Picture this. His teammates had been sweating it out on the field for hours, and there he was, strolling into the dressing room, sand still clinging to his feet. And what does he do? He goes out and scores twice. Talk about mental preparation, am I right? Romario's secret? It wasn't some fancy training routine or a strict diet plan. Nah, it was simple. Just get there, put on the shirt, and score. That's it. No mind games, no complicated strategies, just pure talent and a killer instinct. With over 700 goals to his name, Romario wasn't just good. He was extraordinary. Romario's goal-scoring prowess knew no bounds. He's one of the few players to have scored over 100 goals for not one, not two, but 3 different clubs. From his early days in Brazil to his stints in Europe and beyond, Romario left a trail of goals wherever he went. It wasn't just at the club level where Romario left his mark. The 1994 FIFA World Cup, Romario's playground, where he showcased his skills on the grandest stage of them all. Not only did he help Brazil lift the trophy, but he also walked away with the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. Talk about leaving a lasting impression. Romario had a knack for turning ordinary matches into unforgettable spectacles. His agility, his instinct, and that trademark toe-poke finish made him a nightmare for defenders and a delight for fans. From his days at PSV Eindhoven, where he scored an astonishing 165 goals in 167 games, to his memorable stint at FC Barcelona, Romario's journey was nothing short of legendary. Winning titles, finishing as the top scorer, and mesmerizing audiences with his sheer brilliance. Romario did it all. And let's not forget his contributions to the Brazilian national team. With 55 goals in 70 appearances, Romario etched his name in the annals of football history. He may be 4th on the list, but his impact on the pitch was second to none. Johan Cruyff once described Romario as the best player he's ever coached, and a genius in the penalty area. High praise from a footballing icon. Romario's ability to find the back of the net was unmatched, earning him a place among the game's elite. With his lightning speed, mesmerizing dribbling skills, and deadly accuracy, Romario became a nightmare for defenders everywhere. But what set him apart wasn't just his talent on the field, it was his larger-than-life personality. Romario wasn't your typical footballer. He was occasionally conceited, often outspoken, and consistently majestic. But love him or hate him, you couldn't ignore him. His infectious charisma captivated fans around the world. Romario's legacy extends far beyond his playing days. After retiring from the game, he transitioned into coaching, politics, and even became an ambassador for Brazilian football. Talk about staying busy. Whether he's mentoring the next generation of football stars or advocating for the sport he loves, Romario continues to make an impact. His passion for the game is unmatched, and his influence on Brazilian football is undeniable. So, there you have it. Romario, the player who partied every night and still scored more goals than most. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out our other videos for more fascinating stories from the world of football. Until next time, keep kicking those goals.